Bulavinaka, my name is Litia and I'm from the beautiful island of Laos and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Casey, I'm from Tabua. We love Today FM in Tabua. Today FM rocks.
My name is Selina, I'm from Tavenga Vengamba. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bula, my name is Carlo. I love listening to the music in Today FM, in Malak Island. Today FM rock.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In the news tonight, Prime Minister calls for students to be responsible. Meningococcal kills 4 so far this year. And national budget consultations continue.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Jackie Spate.
Prime Minister Vurenge Bainimarama has raised concerns on the abusive behaviour of some students. This after a case was brought to his attention earlier this week, whereby some students of Ratukandavu Level School in Tailevu verbally attacked a teacher. Ali Kimbia reports the case was revealed by Bainimarama while addressing the people of Nambour and Suva during a Talanoa session today.
The incident happened earlier this week when the RKS school teacher tried to stop the students from engaging into wrongful act.
One female teacher from RKS was sworn at while trying to stop some students from vandalizing the school wall. The teacher is the wife of the principal. She told them off for what they were doing, and in return the students swore at her.
Bainimarama confirmed that the matter is now with the police, but he is concerned with the conduct of students.
Police are looking into the matter. I believe that nothing will be done against the principal for disciplining them. I felt sorry for the principal and his family and his wife, who is also a teacher at RKS. We will look at ways to solve the issue.
He says while education is being made accessible by the government, parents should play their part in instilling values in them.
I am urging you parents to spend a lot of time with our kids, especially those of us living in the cities and towns. This kind of places can be used as a means of gathering students and talk to them.
While referring to the unacceptable behavior of the students, Bainimarama also highlighted the 2 recent cases in which students broke the window of a bus, and there was another report on a bullying case from Queen Victoria School. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Issues ranging from roads and transport to education were raised by the people from Nandronga Navosa province during a Talanoa session with the Prime Minister yesterday. The villagers got immediate response to their queries from the respective ministries, and in some cases the issues were noted to be answered later. Philippe Naikaso has more.
It was an opportune time for the people of the Nandronga Navosa province to directly inform the Prime Minister about their problems and seek clarification on other issues affecting them.
I just have an issue with the Kavanangasau road. When it rains, landslides occurs, which usually blocks the road.
Higgins is aware of this issue and they are working quickly to try and fix some of these problems.
The villagers also requested for a rural service license or RSL permit as they are facing difficulties sending their children to school.
The only RSL carrier being used by the students is always overloaded. So please, if there could be another RSL permit holder given to us.
Is that okay with you people? Okay, LTA, provide them with an RSL permit.
Contacts were also taken down for some of the questions that needed further clarifications before the respective ministries could provide an answer. At least 100 people were present at the Talanoa session with the Prime Minister. Philippe Naikaso, FBC News.
The killer meningococcal disease has claimed 4 lives so far this year. 3 were under the age of 5, while the 4th was a teenager. Prime Minister Vurenge Bainimarama is calling on the public, especially mothers, to closely monitor their children due to the disease outbreak. Akusita Tale has more.
Please, my fellow Fijians, take careful steps to avoid coming into contact with the disease.
The Prime Minister has shown huge concern about meningococcal, the killer bacteria that infects the lining of the brain and the blood. He is advising mothers to pay close attention on their children and young adults who are at risk.
Don't take the warnings lightly, especially for us parents, about this disease, meningitis. This disease has been here for a few years ago, but it wasn't as serious as it is now. And this disease doesn't have a cure, so I would like to advise you all, especially mothers.
The Prime Minister has also directed the Health Ministry to raise more awareness about the disease to save the lives of Fijians. Acting National Advisor Communicable Diseases Dr. Alisha Sahu Khan says divisional hospitals have response teams on the ground ready for any case or suspected case brought to their attention.
This team within the division is notified and they conduct all the investigations related to that case. So as well as treating that person who's suspected to have meningococcal disease, the follow-up in the community is very important. So you will have this team who goes out and actually goes to the household of the suspected case patient and conducts investigations.
Of the 4 deaths this year, 3 were from the Central Division and the 4th from the West. The disease has claimed 12 lives since it peaked from 2016. Akusita Tale, FBC News.
Students from 20 Suva schools today raised a few issues with Economy Minister Aya Said Qayyum during the ongoing national budget consultation. These issues range from the need for proper school facilities, the e-ticketing system, distribution of scholarships, need for tablets in schools, having proper internet services, and the supply of textbooks. Kelly Vathala reports.
More than 100 students from various schools gathered at the Suva Grammar Hall to directly raise issues affecting them with the Economy Minister.
Why are Form 6 and Form 7 students asked to write up their English projects? Rather than having it typed.
Obviously, the entire school curriculum needs to be relooked at. And so what we're doing now is reaching out to a few development partners, to a few countries, to get somebody to do an entire review of our curriculum system.
Some also raised the issue of being promised a tablet each in the past years.
As announced years back, that years 12 and 13 students would be provided with a tablet each. With soft copies of textbooks and other educational resources, my question is that I would like to ask if the government, if there is any provision for this in the budget.
The issue though, we're getting some people to look at it. You need to take a holistic approach. When you say e-learning, do you simply mean just giving everybody one tablet each? The question should be asked, what should be the content? What's going to be in the content? What are you going to use the tablet for? To do Google search? What YouTube? Or are you going to use, you're going to have your lessons on it? Will you be able to submit your homework?
A student also stressed if funds could be allocated for school council projects.
If a fund can be allocated to all schools to assist with student council projects, since the ministry does not allow any form of fundraising to take place.
They're not supposed to get you to help raise money. That's the reason why we're stopping. We don't want any child or parent to be burdened with any fundraising should they not wish to do so.
School heads have been asked to make submissions to the Education Ministry directly if they have any proposal for projects in their schools. Kelly Vathala, FBC News.
Suggestions have been made to the University of Fiji to implement courses such as aftercare, which has huge demands offshore. Economy Minister Aya Said Qayyum spoke about new courses that will not only benefit the younger generation, but also contribute to foreign exchange earnings. Savaida Thambor reports.
Universities should offer courses that will create more jobs, says Economy Minister Aya Said Qayyum.
So should universities and technical colleges offer more courses in looking at doing aftercare or elderly care, to get the qualifications, get better opportunities to get jobs offshore?
Yes, that's what we call food for thought. I will take it back to my system and see how best we can factor in some programs where we can train people into caregivers program.
Kamala Sharia says that these courses will also upskill people to provide better care for the elderly locally.
I think most of us will grow old one day, and we'll need some skilled person to look after us after some certain age. So if we were to train these caregivers in a competent way, then I believe their engagement in the workforce will be helpful to the economy.
Arya says he will put forward a proposal with the senior executives who will then submit it to the board for final decision. Samira Tambua, FBC News.
Still to come, J. Hunter Pearls to soon announce new distributor. And over 900 students graduate from USP. Stay with us.
Bula, kera mai singatoka, kera ndo tali taka na varorong na Radio Fiji 1 and the moi viti.
Ayaw na rin siya. Kombinasyon ko ndo tali taka na Radio Fiji 1 kina ndo moi viti.
Ayaw ko yazo sila tali, nagurara may nawamanyi, nandunga. Gitu tali taki na ndo pinasabale, nagunto rongo, varorong na Radio Fiji 1 nando moi viti.
Na Radio Fiji 1 nando moi viti na bonga ni BNN.
J. Hunter Pearls will soon be announcing its new distributor in the US. Owner Justin Hunter says they are finalizing all the necessary documents before the announcement is made. Eleanor Tarangaivu has the story.
This is your two highest values.
J. Hunter Pearls Fiji, or Fiji Pearls as it's commonly known, is one of the newest pearl producers in the world. With its beautiful distinctive hues, the brand will soon be available in the US market.
Now we've got a distributor in the US, which is, I think we'll do an announcement in a couple of days, where we make strands, we make pairs here. Grown and crafted in Fiji, and it will be marketed by a company called Asaya.
J. Hunter Pearls currently has an exclusive partner in Europe, Galna, with markets in Germany, Switzerland and Austria. The new US distributor wants to market the Fiji Collection brand, the value-added products crafted in Fiji by the local communities.
Community farms is key to that market. They want that story of sustainability. They want to support communities. They want to support if we do a shell adding value. They want that.
Following a tour of the J. Hunter Pearls pearl farm and factory facility, Minister for Fisheries Semi Corella Bissau says he is impressed with the company's operation and that the ministry stands ready to lend its support.
We would like to assist him in whatever way we can. I think, as you see, he would like to involve the ladies within the bay and the villagers within the area. We would like to be part of that. We can provide assistance, and he's looking at a public-private partnership.
J. Hunter Pearls has over the years continued to work in close partnership with the youth and women from local communities to produce its prized pearls. Eleanor Turangaivu, FBC News.
The Fijian Elections Office has extended its Know Your Elections awareness program to the business houses. FEO Strategic Development and Communications Acting Director Edwin Nund says this is due to the large population in business houses and organisations. Nund has urged all employers to contact the FEO regarding the program. The initiative began in the rural areas on the 15th of this month.
We urge all such employers to consider the corporate social responsibility, and particularly in terms of capacity building of employees when it comes to matters of national interest. And we urge you to make an appointment with our team to allow our teams to come and provide voter services and at the same time create awareness amongst your staff about the upcoming general election.
A 35-year-old man who set fire to his wife in 2015 has been found guilty of one count of murder by the High Court this afternoon. Venkatesh Perumal Gounder set his 25-year-old wife on fire inside the bargain box shop in Lautoka 3 years ago. The woman had sustained 35% burns and died 10 days later at the Lautoka hospital. The assessors returned with a unanimous opinion to find him guilty after the High Court judge summed up the case this afternoon. Justice Temo agreed with the unanimous opinion of the assessors and convicted the man accordingly. He will be sentenced on April 6th. 56-year-old Timothy Lolohe has pleaded not guilty to one count of murder in the Suva High Court. He is alleged to have murdered his 23-year-old de facto partner Eleanor Ndithovi at Nasilivata Road in Nandera in March last year. He is also alleged to have entered the compound of one Zulfika Beg with an intent to commit an offence. He allegedly stabbed his de facto partner multiple times. The matter has been adjourned to April 6th. Over 980 students received degrees and diplomas as they graduated from USP today. Students of the Faculty of Science, Technology and Environment, as well as those in Art, Law and Education, received their degrees, while Pacific TAFE program students were awarded diplomas. Students graduating had different perceptions of education. Kritika Kumar caught up with some of the graduates.
Jessica Solanki graduated with a Bachelor of Net-Centric Computing and also won the All-Rounder Vice Chancellors and Presidents Award for Women.
It's not just about studies, yes, they have to give importance to that, but then along with that, they should also be active in other activities.
According to Professional Diploma Business Management graduate Siliva Matavoli, she needed to go back to school to broaden her knowledge.
There is no limit to your studies. You'll have to continue until it says for you to put your hands by your side, and that's when you can stop your studies.
Penaya Tambuamovi went back to school after 15 years and studied with the younger generation to graduate with a professional diploma in business management.
You can get whatever you want to get. Never mind if you are old or you don't have any, just use whatever around you to study.
So these are people who show that if you strive for your vision and mission, nothing is impossible. Kritika Kumar, FBC News.
In sports later on with Jamie, Baseball Fiji received support from Japan, but first up, Rachel with the latest in business.
Thanks, Jackie. Good evening, and coming up in business tonight. Famous Suva eatery revamped. And in growing Fiji, new resource centre for Nambua residents. Stay with us.
Moala radada ranavika, au tikongona taunu singatoka, ando talitaka na wakaronga ng Bula FM, number 2 na serve.
We adora chubuli kurnambili, ibora ni batukara hambara binaranga, do talitakina na wakaronga ng Bula FM, number 2 na serve. Bula!
Bula FM, number 2 na serve.
In business tonight, the newly refurbished Suva Women's Eatery was opened this morning. The restaurant, which was closed for repairs over the last 2 weeks, underwent a facelift after years of negotiations with the Suva City Council. Sanyani Bola reports.
It's been 10 long years and the Suva Women's Eatery finally has a new look. The place, well known for its fresh ika with lolo, curry mutton and soy, is now ready to serve its customers.
In this big work, what they have done, it's a boost to our customers. A big change, which we have our stainless steel table and our stool around the kiosk, which it's after 25 years now.
Women's Club member 35-year-old Paulini Senichale says the eatery has helped her meet her financial needs.
It says supporters us, like for our whole family, this is our business, and we depend on this business.
Susana Tawakevo has been catering at the eatery for years.
Since our stall has been upgraded, I think it's as a stall owner, I should upgrade my service, especially.
The Suva Women's Eatery, commonly known as the Sterling Restaurant, is situated beside the main Suva bus stand. The restaurant caters for more than 500 people daily. Sanyani Mboila, FBC News.
And we now join Rocco from HFC Bank with the latest from the money market.
Thank you. The Reserve Bank of New Zealand flagged a temporary dip in price and it held its interest rate at 1.7% as expected. They still expect the economy to accelerate this year, eventually pulling inflation slowly upwards to 2%. The U.S. Federal Reserve Bank announced an increase of 25 basis points to 1.75% from 1.5%. They also stuck to their view of 3 rate increases this year. The Australian Bureau of Statistics showed 17,500 new jobs in February, Annual job growth of 3.5% was more than twice the pace of U.S. job creation of 1.6%. With the labor supply expanding, there is less upward pressure on wages and inflation, and thus no signs of a rise in interest rate from the Reserve Bank of Australia. And that's all from me for now. Vinaka.
Thanks, Rocco. Looking at today's currency exchange rate set this morning for the Fijian dollar. After gains against the Kiwi and Aussie dollars yesterday, today our Fiji dollar rose against the Chinese yuan, the American dollar, as well as the PNG kina and the Japanese yen. Taking a look at the commodities market, oil prices continues to rise, closing at $65.39 a barrel. Gold was up at $1,333 an ounce, and silver followed suit, closing at $16.55 an ounce. And in growing Fiji tonight, over 4,000 people living in Nambour will benefit from the newly opened Nambour Rugby Club Resource Centre. While opening the $300,000 centre today, Prime Minister Voreqe Bainimarama said this will bring a lot of benefits for the youth and women of Nambour. Project manager Sayasi Fulei says the resource centre will enable the communities to hold meetings and map out their plans for various projects.
They've been waiting it for quite some time. After 3 years, so today is a very a day of celebration for the people of Nambour, for the Honourable Prime Minister to open the resource centre.
And that's business this evening. Here's Jamie with the latest in sports.
Thanks, Rachel, and good evening in sports tonight. Tambandamu hopes to make it 4 in a row. And young weightlifter ready for Commonwealth Games. This and more after the break.
मैं प्रेमिला वायरुकू रेकी से सुबह मेरी आँख खुलती है तो मैं मिर्ची एफएम सुनती हूँ। मिर्ची एफएम इज नंबर 1। इट्स सो हॉट।
हम लोग बार टाउन के कैरियर ड्राइवर लोगों ने हम लोग के मिर्ची एफएम सुनो अच्छा लगे। मिर्ची एफएम इज हॉट।
हाय, मैं संध्या नारिया रेफ्रिकी से मेरे सारे दोस्त मिर्ची एफएम सुनते हैं। मिर्ची एफएम इज हॉट। आई लव मिर्ची एफएम।
हमें स्पिन तो हुआ कि मिर्ची एफएम में सबसे अच्छा गाना बजे।
मिर्ची एफएम इट्स हॉट।
National Sevens extended squad players Apenisa Thakaumalavu, Samu Mbale and Terry Tamani have been released to play for Tambandamu in the 42nd Fiji Betamara Sevens tournament, which kicks off tomorrow. The 3 reps that joined the side today are expected to boost an already strong team which will defend the Mara's title for a 3rd consecutive year. Meli Tavanga has more.
The much-awaited Maris Sevens tournament is just a few hours away, and the Tambandamu rugby side is now completed with the release of its players who were part of the Fiji Sevens training squad.
They'll do their best, especially some squads, Fiji team squads coming, Apenisa Thakaumalavu and Terry Tamani, and I thank them for giving themselves to come and participate in their club, to represent the club in the Maris Sevens tomorrow.
The side took a rest today as they look forward to the battles on the field tomorrow and Saturday.
The likes of Nasoni Rocco, Tony Vota and Emo Sibudang. And there's an upcoming of Apenisa Thakaumalavu, which in the Fiji squad, Samumbale and Terry Tamani.
Apenisa Thakaumalavu says he's going to push his limits in the tournament this weekend.
This is a good chance for me to once again showcase my talent for Tambandamu before the National Sevens final squad is named for Hong Kong.
22-year-old Terry Tamani, who was in the team in the last 2 years, says he's ready to give his best shot.
We're hoping to defend our title again this year, and I will definitely do my best.
With the likes of former Fiji Sevens rep Nasoni Rocco, David Mbati Ratu and Tony Vota, and also the 3 who have just joined camp today, the side will battle this weekend to make history by winning its 4th consecutive Maris Sevens title. Meli Tabanga, FBC Sports.
Fiji Airways men's 7 speedster Alessio Nanduva is ready to put in the hard yards to gain selection for the Hong Kong tournament and Commonwealth Games. In only 4 tournaments, Nanduva has stamped his mark on the World Series as a try-scoring machine and is now chasing his first Hong Kong title and Commonwealth gold. Vasnil Prasad reports.
Alassio Nanduva has become a household name after making his debut for the Fiji Sevens side in Sydney earlier this year.
Yes, I'm pretty sure, and I'm looking forward for the next 2 weeks of training. I have to sacrifice and work hard to be chosen to represent Fiji in the Hong Kong and Commonwealth Games.
Nanduva's fine form can be an added advantage for him to be selected to play in Hong Kong and the Commonwealth Games. Skipper Jerry Tuwai says once the final selection is made, the players should have only one mission.
We have only one goal, to go and win gold. Trust his plan, trust what he has for me, and trust what he is planning for the team.
There are a lot of expectations from the national team. They are aiming to become the first team to win Hong Kong Sevens title 4 times in a row and bag another gold medal after the Olympic Games. Vasnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
Playmaker Vilimoni Koroi is the only Fijian named in New Zealand's Commonwealth Games team this year. All Black Sevens coach Clark Laidlaw has also included 5 players that have previously competed at the Games. The Fiji football side, with a mixture of youth and experience, is hopeful its combinations will gel well tonight in its match against the Philippines. This afternoon, in a pre-match press conference in Manila, both teams expressed what they hope to achieve from the one-match friendly international. Meli Tavanga has more.
Professional footballer and Fiji football striker Roy Krishna is adamant for a good outing against the Philippines tonight.
We just go out there and enjoy and just play the way coach wants us to play, and we have a lot of young boys in the team, so especially me and a few other boys who are in the 30s can guide them, and hopefully they can have the best game.
Coach Christoph Gamal says they will take their game against the Philippines as a good challenge.
We know that we will face a difficulty because the team is quite technical and quite good, but we come here to take experience most of all.
Meanwhile, Philippines coach Thomas Dooley says their game tonight is to prepare them for Turkestan.
Yeah, the game tomorrow is important for us to try to do kind of the things what we want to do against Tajikistan. But again, the most important thing is not getting any more injuries.
Fiji will take on the Philippines at 11:15 tonight in Manila. Meli Tavanga, FBC Sports.
Weightlifting will be one of Fiji's best chances of winning gold at the Commonwealth Games next month, with lifters Manueli Tuloa, Polinia Vaivai and Eileen Vikamatana already stamping their dominance in the sport. 17-year-old Maria Marreta looks forward to her debut at the Games with the hope of mimicking her mentors.
This is the first time for me to go to one big Commonwealth like this. It is good. Looking forward.
Meanwhile, Team Fiji's head of delegation, Patrick Bauer, says logistics are all sorted for the first contingent to leave for the Commonwealth Games next Friday. Bauer says this was made possible with the help of team officials from the different sports. He adds none of the individual or team sport athletes have pulled out of the Games yet.
So the team's all fit and ready to go. Flights are all in place. Tickets are all sorted out to all the teams, so they have their tickets. Uniforms are in place, which is a huge logistic, and we're grateful for the great team that we have in Team Fiji.
The Fiji Baseball and Softball Association has been invited to the World Children's Baseball Foundation Fair in Japan from the 1st to the 9th of August. The association will send 5 under-12 players to represent Fiji at the event. Luciana Tangedakimbao reports.
5 young under-12 Fijian baseball players will make their debut at the World Children's Baseball Foundation Fair in Japan, which takes place during the first 9 days of August.
We want to select athletes that after the game, they come back, they continue to play and give back to the sport. And that's what we've done in the past. Because through this initiative, through the communities, this is something new that we started 7 years ago.
Development Officer Inoki Nyumbalavu says they will only select players who are committed to the program.
For the past 7 years now, and kids from the communities, Riwe, Riwanga, Watuanga, Nondonume, and Turek, are going to be the ones that we're going to select from those clubs.
National coach Kento Oshima says they are working closely with players in the Suva-Nosori corridor.
We have
5 committees, so we choose from committees boys. So important is interesting to baseball.
Meanwhile, the Japan International Cooperation Agency has shown its support by donating $9,000 worth of baseball equipment to help the association. Luciana Tangitekimbao, FBC Sports.
In today's play of the day, the Boston Celtics played catch-up to secure a dramatic win over Oklahoma City Thunder today with the late three-pointer Marcus Morris of the Celtics hitting the three with 1.2 seconds left. The Thunder had one last chance to win the game but fell short of the basket to lose 100-99. That's it from Sports Tonight. Join Angie later on with weather and in new media. Facebook under fire for data breach. Details coming up.
Bula, kera mai singatoka, kera ndo talita kana varorong na Radio Fiji 1 and Domoy Viti.
Ayaw na rin siya. Kombinasyon ko lang ndo talita kana Radio Fiji 1 kina Domoy Viti.
Kaya kuyazo sila tale, nagurara may naomani, nandunga. Gitu talita kini ang gitu pinasabale, nagunto rongo. Barong na Radio Fiji 1 na Domoy Viti.
Na Radio Fiji 1 na Domoy Viti na ponga ni BNN.
A new media data scandal has engulfed Facebook, and amid the controversy, Cambridge Analytica has suspended its chief executive. Facebook says it's hired a digital forensics firm to investigate the data breach. And it's weather time now with Angie.
Hello there and welcome to the Weather World. It was a lovely Thursday with vast sunshine accompanied by hefty showers. More showers are expected for later tonight, so keep safe and carry your umbrellas. In the west, a sunny day with light showers, so if you're visiting Fiji, enjoy the Fiji rain. Eastwards from Pakaba to Suva, a humid one with gloomy afternoon, probably because of rain. And up north, a mixed one between sun and rain. At sea, east to southeast winds 15 to 20 knots with moderate to rough seas. For the tides, high tide will be at 10:31 p.m. with low tide at 4:22 a.m. Sunrise will be at 6:11. For tomorrow, I know the feeling. It's Friday, the best day, and conditions are not looking that bad other than a few light showers. Tomorrow's temps low Toka will be the warmest at 32 degrees. And looking further on to Saturday, another cool day with perhaps light drizzles. And that's all from the FBC Weather World. Jackie.
Thanks so much for that, Angie. In Fijian Pulse tonight, we asked, who do you think will win the Mara Sevens tournament?
For me, I've always betted on my team, Nawaka, and they'll be coming this afternoon. And I'll be counting on them to take out Mara Sevens title.
Taveuni will win it because they have strong defense and also strong in attack as well.
I think first like Taveuni because they've been good in all of the tournament. And yeah, I bet on them and they will win the Mara Sevens.
For me, it's surely going to be cross like Taveuni because they've got a good defense and attacking sequence in the game.
I think Yesao will win it because, as always, they will come again as underdogs for the tournament.
Sevens, I think the police team will take the Mara tournament. The reason being because they got lots of skilled players in the police camp. Sevens, I'll be going for police team will take the Mara
Tampadamu teams
tournament. The reason
mostly because they have the
got lots of
pioneers and experienced players
in the police camp.
In the world of the weird and the wonderful, Chinese archaeologists have unearthed a bronze kettle containing liquor dating back more than 2,000 years in northwest China. Recapping the main stories, Prime Minister calls for students to be responsible. Disease kills 4 so far this year. And national budget consultations continue. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. To our poll question this week, we are asking, can schools play a role in reducing student bus vandalism? Visit our FBC website to answer. Before we go, our shot of the day taken from My Super Park by Henry Makomba. You can send us newsworthy pictures like this and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page FBC News. You can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. That was your FBC News for tonight. From the team and I, stay safe. Good night.
Wrong on the radio Fiji 1 and the Moiviti.
Ayaw na rin siya. Kung minasong mutikola, untuk talit na radio Fiji 1 kina the Moiviti.
Kaya ako sila tali. Naguraramay na umani. Nando nga. Gitu talit lagi yang gitu benar sebalik pun nangguntur rongo. Barong na radio Fiji 1 nando Moiviti.
Na radio Fiji 1 nando Moiviti na buong ni BNN.